Hey guys, it's Donald Wombat here, and today the video I've got for you is 8 basic tips on Warframe to make you a better player. These are tips that anyone from old to new players can combat, and they will definitely make you better at the game. If you enjoy this video, then remember to hit that like button. So let's get into it. Okay, so my first tip is to aim for critical shots on enemies. Whether you are taking down a big boss or just another one of thousands of bloody shitty little enemies, it is really going to make your life a lot easier if you are aiming and hitting critical shots. For most normal enemies, it's the head or similar areas. There's like aliens and shit that don't have heads, and bosses will have their own specific critical shot spots, and you should aim for them to be most effective. When you start getting to harder missions and higher rounds of defenses and survivals, you will definitely need to be taking those harder shots, otherwise you will find the difficulty getting a lot harder very quickly. The second tip is to take the time to farm for different things. A lot of new players see experienced players with all this cool looking gear and weapons and make the mistake of thinking it's really easy to get. In all honesty, most of the elite players have spent hours and hours farming for the better rare gear, and you should too. Whilst there are a lot of weapons that you can build by buying blueprints from the market, all of the best weapons, warframes, and everything else you're going to want is going to take a little bit of time and patience to get. Pick out a loadout you desire, a good weapon, a good secondary, melee, and warframe, get a group together and go out there and spend some time farming it. It's very rewarding when you finally get what you want. My third tip for Warframe players is to play with friends or other people. Especially for beginners, if you try and play Warframe solo, the difficulty goes up very quickly and you will find it very hard to progress in the game. Playing cooperative in teams of up to 4 people will make it a lot easier to pass different missions, beat bosses, and generally have a good time in the game. Not only this, you can share different tactics and strategies, as well as trade different weapons and mods with each other. Warframe is a great game, and it is made even better by playing with other people. My fourth tip for Warframe is to know the situation. What I mean by this, there are many different situations in Warframe where you can make choices that will affect the mission. You don't always have to kill all the enemies between you and your objective, and in a lot of cases it will make it a lot easier and quicker to finish the mission if you just run past them and only kill them when you are required to. This is the case for most mission types. If you start to get into Warframe and play a bit, then you will find it a lot easier when farming for things if you finish the missions as quick as possible and don't worry about killing all the enemies. Another mistake that a lot of players make is as soon as they see a teammate go down, they will automatically go to where they are and try and revive them. Now, don't get me wrong, if you can revive a teammate, then you definitely should do that, but you don't always have to do it if it's to the detriment of the mission. Sometimes it's just better to get to the end of the mission and finish it. Know your situation, know what you have to do. It will make things a lot easier for you. My fifth tip is to make sure you try out a variety of different primary weapons, secondary weapons, melee weapons, warframes, and sentinels. I say this because there is not one loadout that is the best in the game. If you ask most players, they will have a different opinion on what is the best gun and which is the best loadout. So you should try out a lot of different options and make the decision for yourself. Find a loadout that suits your playstyle. This will also help you rank up a lot quicker, as the fastest way to go up mastery ranks is to level up a lot of different weapons, warframes, and items to level 30. My sixth tip is to use the Warframe Wikia. If you don't know what a Wikia is, it's basically a web page or a website which is run and organised by fans, players, and developers of the game, which has every tiny little bit of information you could ever want. If you want to know where to farm for a particular part, you will find it there. If you want to know what sort of damage a particular weapon does, you will find it there. Literally anything you could want to know about the game, you can find at the Warframe Wikia. I'm fairly sure there is a Wikia mobile app you can download, or it's as simple as googling Warframe Wikia. I use it all the time, and if you have Warframe related questions, that will be the easiest way to get a good, correct answer. My second last tip is to play around with mods. If you're a new player to Warframe and these sort of games, then mods and how you use them will probably be a bit of mystery to you, like they were to me. I watched a couple of videos about them and used a guide, and it still took me a long time to fully understand how they work and how to use them properly to get the most out of my equipment. What I can say to this is to play around with them. Look at the Wikia, look at videos, look at guides, but the best way to learn in this case is by doing. Upgrade mods, fuse mods, farm for mods, ask other players about mods, but know this, that it's going to be very hard for you to master mods and how to use them just by reading something or watching a video without actually getting out there and doing it yourself. And my final tip to help you become a better Warframe player is to join a clan. Clans are great in Warframe. Not only can you buy new weapons and warframes from them, but they also allow you to trade and easily interact with other players. In all honesty, I would suggest joining a big clan first up if you're a new player, with at least over 100 members, and try and get one which has researched all upgrades so you can get more weapons and equipment more quickly. But the best reason to join it is because people in your clan will most likely be friendly and helpful. Personally, I love helping new players, and I know a lot of other people do as well. If you're having trouble with something, simply ask for help, and if you're in a good clan, then you will more than likely get help, make friends, and enjoy the game more. So that is going to finish up this Warframe tips video. If you've enjoyed it and it's helped you out, then remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, then hit that little red subscribe button. I've been Wombat, and I'll see you guys later.